Hi Gemini, it is Ray. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. Today is October 30th, 2025. I'm here with your November 2025 monthly reading. I hope all is well. Energy for you, it's very interesting. This night is dedicated to you and you only. I was supposed to do Virgo too, but they're going to be first tomorrow. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. Tonight is dedicated to you. It's 8:53. A 53 breaks down to 8 as well. Should I get that? Hold on. I see the 53 card. I think, I can't remember what it is. Hold on. Okay. Give me a second. All right, we'll pray and then we will talk. Here, Catered to You by Beyonce. Interesting. God, thank you for cleansing, healing, divine protection, gratitude. All right, let's pray. God, divine source, Holy Spirit, thank you for allowing me to guide Gemini placements on their November 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude, Shay. We're going to leave this burning. Okay. So where to start? Where to start, Gemini? So there's this energy of compassion, 2, 3, 4, and there's also this energy of compost, C-O-M as in Martian, Mary, Matilda, P as in Providence, O-S-T, okay? Compost, and compassion. Now, what's coming up in November, whatever comes up for you in November, you are already prepared for it. Whether this is something affecting you mentally, emotionally, physically, you're prepared, you're ready. I hear, what the hell, let's go to war. Also, you are, there's a, you're being Lord, God help me, desensitized. Your energy is being desensitized. You are desensitizing from something. But we're going to get into the definitions of compost and compassion. I already looked them up before starting the live. And I'm going to pull from this deck. What is the 53? No, 53 is listening. It may be listening. Hold on. We'll see if it comes out. Where is it about to start? Okay. Okay, so we'll start with compassion. So it says, why does my screen look like this? I don't like that. There we go. I don't like that. There we go. Compassion is a feeling of deep sympathy. This is the AI overview, honey. Compassion is a feeling of deep sympathy and sorrow for another's suffering, accompanied by a strong desire to help relieve that suffering. It can be understood as a combination of empathy, understanding another's feelings, and action, a desire to help. The word itself comes from a Latin term meaning, I don't like that, to suffer together. I didn't see that when I looked it up originally. So you may not have noticed something originally, but you're starting to notice it in November, or now is what I really want to say. Okay, so it also states compassion is a state of mind and emotion that drives kindness and mercy towards others. That's what the divine wants you to be focused on. And if you have struggles with fixation, I hear start to fixate on compassion. Now let's look into compost, okay? So compost, if you don't know, if you know, you're still going to read it. AI overview. Compost is decomposed organic matter that enriches soil and is made by combining nitrogen-rich and carbon-rich materials such as food scraps and yard waste. It's created through a biological process that breaks down organic materials, and using it can improve soil health, reduce waste, and lower the need for chemical fertilizers. To make compost, you must balance the right materials, maintain moisture, and ensure adequate aeration. Okay, now I feel like the way that compost and compassion are connecting for you, it's giving CC me. There's a need to be organic in the way that you are compassionate. You know, the world may want you to show up one way, but you desire to show up another way. And being organic in that nature will be showing up how you show up, okay? Whether there's an expectation or not, you know, you really don't give a fuck. But I also feel like there's a need when it comes to compassion. This very much so it involves yourself. And as I'm saying that, I feel like this energy is connected to compassion. Shit, not it's connected to compassion. That's not what I was trying to say. Lord, it's connected to, yeah, the compassion you have for yourself. And, you know, the compassion that you have for yourself ends up being a reflection of the compassion that you have for others, whether there is some or there isn't some. Because life is a fucking big ass, this simulation of the Matrix is a big ass fucking mirror in a sense, or in reality. But that's not what I wanted to say. Give me a second. I'm also getting organic materials, but that's not what I wanted to say either. Let's pull the cards because it's starting to frustrate me that I can't remember. Okay, anywho, breathe through it. Gemini, 34 spark. All right, let me find 53 because that's what I saw. In my mind's eye, when it was 8:53 on the time. Making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. That's a Capricorn reading. Why can I not found it? Yeah, it is listening. 53. So going back to what I stated, whatever you're experiencing, you're already prepared for it. The song by Young Jock, yeah, I've been there, I've done that. Even though it's more of a, if you listen to the entire song, it doesn't relate, but that part does. But you know, elephants and their memory and their wisdom and their journey, it's never forgotten. Divinely guided. And I don't know, I'm getting like fossil fuel from this, but then that's tied into compost. But then with compassion, it's like, you know, this is not the time to judge people. Yeah, this is not the time to judge people that choose to be resourceful. Yeah, 8 energy is heavy coming together. But with Spark 34, there's a lot of, it's giving melodies from heaven. Rain down on me. That song. I don't know. We'll see. All right. But that feels like it's connected to that. Santa Claus is coming to town. I don't know. Okay. It could be a reflection of Capricorn season. But Capricorn season doesn't start till December. Now, also, I do want to say, as we get closer to Sagittarius season, because Sagittarius is your opposite, your sister sign, you're going to become, this is not an insult whatsoever, but you're going to be in your nerdy nature, all right? Also, if you have a cat, because I was seeing this cat that's never in the bag, but it like kept circulating the bag. But then as it walked past the bottom of my balcony, it went inside like this hole, this like secret passage. But at the same time, I could tell it was someone's cat. So I don't know, make sure your cat doesn't wander. But I knew it was someone's cat because I could see the collar, like it had a collar. It's belongs somewhere. Was there just a comment that I saw in my peripheral? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The cat wondering that energy. Okay, let's just see. Gemini. It's a little we're all over the place getting started. All right, what is the theme for Gemini placements? We're not covering the Taurus full moon in this. I'm going to do the Taurus full moon and Mercury retrograde together in the elemental reading after these are done. All right, you have 2 cards. You have patience in reverse. And then underneath, spirit garden. Maybe you need to plant a garden, plant a seed. I know it's fall, but you can, you can harvest something. Hold on. You have spirit guardian of autumn, okay, letting go. With patience in reverse, the white egret. But the first card on the table is storm spirit chaos. And then you have spirit guardian of summer expansion in reverse. Now I understand why Capricorn energy, it's more so reflecting into Capricorn season. Now, as I mentioned, whatever you are experiencing in November, you have been there, you have done this, okay? You are true to this, not new to this. Now, for some of you, I don't feel like this is for every Gemini, but as the 9-year comes to a close, as the energy of the year of the snake comes to a close, the intensity of the change that has not been made, that needs to be made, is going to intensify like a motherfucker, okay? Which is a reflection of storm spirit chaos, all right? It's like, you know, you had your chance, and now the divine's hand is here, okay? It's giving me the energy of like when your parents or whatever role you play, and you tell a child to do something and you are 100% capable, that they have the ability to do it, right? And then it's like, okay, they don't listen to you. You start to go through the people that they will listen to, take guidance from, receive from. It's still not, it's like the energy still isn't being taken advantage of. And you know how you give that, okay, you got one more time, okay, before I have to get up, before I have to do it myself, then it's going to be a problem. It feels like spirit's in that energy of you have had one more time, okay, and now spirit's about to get up and get involved. Storm spirit chaos. Now you may feel restricted, but that is an illusion. But that is an illusion for you to be able to see for yourself. Compassion, okay? Okay. And you may want to rush through something in November, okay? Again, you're not new to this. You're definitely true to everything that's going on. I feel like retrograde, it's like a heavy whirlwind. I don't know. It's what I'm getting. But with patience, it's like, you know, you just want to get your roll on, big timers type energy, which is a reflection of this expansion if it was upright. But it is in reverse. So it's like where you want to just push it to the limit. Spirit will purposefully slow you down just so that you can pace. Pace is very, very important. Learning how to pace. It's like, you know, people know how to run and walk, but people don't know how to jog. That would be the intermediate of that energy. Okay. And when I say pace, it's not giving slow and steady wins the race. It's really not. Because, and then also, you know, the season before Capricorn season is your opposite, Sagittarius. So for you to experience chaos in your shadow season is truly divinely aligned. If you see it, look at it from that perspective. And I feel like if you look at it from that perspective, you won't see yourself taking any losses. You will remember and experience heavy lessons. It's kind of like, you know, being able to check mark it off of your list. Like, that's what I'm saying, like things being check marked. I don't know. All right, let's get into the tarot with this, and then we'll move on. Gemini, storm spirit, chaos in reverse, expansion. So going back to the energy of self-awareness, and then with, again, this letting go being underneath spirit of autumn, and then underneath that shit you have air spirit, knowledge. Number one, you know what to do, how to respond, the path to take, the high road, okay, no road, all right. It's like in November, you know how to move. And it's like, you know, being surrounded by chaos, being surrounded by the storm, but the storm doesn't touch you. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when a literal storm comes and power is knocked out of one area, but yours isn't touched. It's kind of like that. Like, you're not, I don't know, it's very, very important for you to know and carry with you, you are not taking any losses, okay? Whether, if the numbers, I mean, because I hear women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. So it's like, if you're looking at the numbers, the number is a reflection of losses. But at the same time, beloved, remember, this matrix is literally the foundation of ones and zeros, numbers, okay? And it's giving, you don't have to be a mathematician or rocket scientist in order to get to the end and to the new beginning. Again, you're not new to this. But as I say that, they're drawing me back to the energy of compassion, and like you walking on a thread, on a thin line. There's a lot of decks coming up that I'm not using. So there's a lot of, that's giving me in November, there's a lot of tools and knowledge that you haven't tapped into in a while that you're going to have to tap into in November in order to get to the finish line, to do that check mark off of your box, okay? Yeah, I'll leave it there. All right, let's get back to this. I don't know, I just feel the need to say as well, like, God loves you. I don't know. Some of you may have been battling a Seven of Cups with that truth, the Knight of Swords, but yeah. All right. Anything else with this energy for Gemini? I will speak what you allow me to speak. Damn, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Is that enough? Baby, the Queen of Wands. Okay, we're going to move on. Again, I will speak what they want me to speak, and I've said enough. So, yeah, split the deck to Ancient Oak Spirit Strength, which is, the literal deck. Let me show you. Strength is 8 energy, but this card is the number 2. See? So, you're the master, okay? You're good. You're good. It makes sense. No need to pull on it further because there's no need for you to worry. Just let go of any and all expectations. And with that pacing energy, pacing is connected to flow, you know? All right. Thank you, Spirit. It's definitely feeling like you're going to end the month in the energy of gratitude, 9/11. An ending for divine balance. That 9/11 energy, 1919 on the timer. That's the Sun, Ace of Pentacles, period. All right, what else for Gemini in November? 5 of Pentacles. It's in reverse, okay? But that's that numbers don't lie. Stop paying the numbers. The numbers. Numbers are not a reflection. want to say that because it can be. This is a double-edged sword situation. Because, you know, your life path number is important. Even when it comes down to your birth chart, the house, the degrees, the number of the, all of that means something, right? And to know thyself, that is important, okay? But when it comes to numbers in regards to this matrix, not in who you are, okay? But in regards, what does that say? Oh, YouTube is giving pop-ups. Anywho, when it comes to numbers that the matrix provides, that is not your truth, okay? So for example, let's just say your bank account looks one way, right? And you are displeased. That does not reflect the truth of your abundance, okay? As an example of what I'm trying to state. So with Five of Pentacles and with that energy of, maybe it took me like 5 tries to try to say it the first time. All right, but that desensitizing, thank you, got it right the first time that time, could be happening when it comes to numbers, okay? Whether this is numbers in finances, numbers in business, I don't know, whatever it is, but it's giving also you've been down this path before. It may have been a while since it's been visited, but you've been down this path before. And I'm also getting this applies to all situations and circumstances. I didn't even see the Ace of Swords, but yeah, okay? All right, let's move on. Gemini, the Hermit, upright. Ooh! Gemini, November. Chariot in reverse. Majors. This is like the energy that we started with. With like God having to get involved. Gemini, November. There's a lot of highs and lows I'm noticing just with how we've been with these cards in the first 22 minutes. Gemini. Third major. Fourth major. What the hell? What's happening? What is happening? The only major upright is the Hermit. Are we still talking? Yes, we are. What? I'm going to stop pulling when I get an upright card. I just got an upright card. All right. Ace of Swords in reverse now. Queen of Pentacles upright. 9 of Pentacles. And we started with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Now let me show you these cards. First of all, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 majors in reverse. All right. Now let's go through it together. 5 of Pentacles reverse, the Hermit's upright. Again, the Hermit upright is the only major upright. All right. Ace of Swords fell in my lap. Chariot in reverse, Emperor in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, 6 of Cups upright, Queen of Pentacles upright, 9 of Pentacles upright. And then you had the Ace of Swords in reverse, but it fell in my lap upright. So I'm going to put it sideways. Okay. Hold on. I'm cold. Door is open. I want to leave it open for now. Okay. So with the with the Hermit being the 9 upright, it's given, what's it? Gemini, 9 o'clock, home alone, paging you, wishing you come over my place. have to do with these cards? Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. All right. All right. But hold on. Why are they reversed side by side like that? Oh, that changes the message. Anything else? Okay, so I clarified why the Chariot, the Emperor, and the High Priestess were in reverse. So I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna push this to the side. So the Chariot in reverse, we will go back to the Lovers, which the Lovers could reflect the High Priestess and the Emperor, okay, feminine, masculine energy. But clarifying these three reversed major arcana cards is the Three of Pentacles upright, okay? Now, there could be, the number 3 is very significant, but it's giving 3 different circumstances involving 3 different people, possibly, but 3 different people would include you. But no, different, me saying that debunks what the fuck I just said. Hold on. Let me clarify. So it's not 3 different people. 3 people including you. So you, someone else, and someone else, okay? 3 of Pentacles. This would be like you, someone else, all right? You could be the High Priestess. If you are the High Priestess, it would be, the Emperor, the Chariot. If you're the Emperor, it'd be the High Priestess, Chariot, and okay, you get the point, all right. So it's definitely giving 3s a crowd in the month of November. But it's also giving 2 people that are not going down the same path. They're not aligned on the same road. Because, you know, this is a motorcycle on the road moving forward, but it's in reverse. The High Priestess is giving everyone is unaware of something. And that could, and as I say that, my eyes are drawn to the Ace of Swords, the Hermit, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And then the 5 of Pentacles, they're uprights 2 people. In reverse, we can eliminate 1 or eliminate both. And it feels like there's an elimination. I don't know if you heard that honk, but it's due to circumstantial evidence. I don't feel like that's quite literal for some of you, but it is quite literal. Like literal as far as legal. But definitely when it comes to judgment as far as people and situations in your life. And it's very interesting that you had a minor clarify the majors. So people are moving in major leagues when they're really in the minor league, metaphorically or literally speaking. It's giving, like people think that they're goats. I hear big boy, but like big dogs are really, I hear wimp. What the hell? I don't know, but they're not who they say they are. It's what it's giving, okay? I keep hearing copy. But, you know, that could be perceived multiple ways, like copy as in, I understand you, I receive you accordingly. Copying could be duplicating like a copier. I don't know. Anything else with this? Ten of Swords. This is hidden information, though. And it's also giving something's not by chance either. Who is it? I'm doing Gemini. We have Pisces, Aries, Cancer in reverse. Pisces is the High Priestess. Emperor is Aries. Chariot is Cancer. But this Three of Pentacles is Bob the Builder. Can we fucking fix it? Literally, Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Okay. He got his hammer and things. But the Ten of Swords is literal stabbing in the back, or just not seeing something fucking coming from any direction. But then you have the Four of Cups in reverse. Doesn't Shalom... What? Hold on. What does Shalom mean? Hold on. Okay, it means peace, but it can also be used for a greeting for both hello and goodbye. Feels like a goodbye. That's all that I can get, because I don't... What? Three of Cups in reverse. 3 is definitely a fucking crowd, okay? The Four of Swords. There's already, I hear, issues. And Four of Cups, you cannot, it can no longer be ignored. Yeah, King of Cups, upright. The 4s in reverse go back to the 3s. You have 444 here. Oh, all your 4s in reverse though. And then you have 44, 4 of Pentacles, 44, 44. Now, let me just tie it into you. So, High Priestess energy, you representing the twins and the power of being able to utilize both minds, is magician energy within its own right? However, I can also see like how this could be an abuse of gifts, like abusing the gifts of others, taking advantage, you know, or vice versa, however it applies. Emperor in reverse would be an abuse of power, cheating your way to the top, all right? Really not doing the shadow work, you know, not truly listening to divine guidance, not honoring divine order. It's giving unrighteousness, okay? But you know, being in the energy of moving in righteousness, and projecting the energy of moving in righteousness. And with the Chariot in reverse, there's a halt, there's a stop, I just see the red stop sign. And doesn't the stop sign have 8 sides? So yeah, there's a cycle coming to a close, all right? That's all I'm gonna say. But it's about to be you, okay, for a minute. And that could be another thing, to just read it a third way. You know, you could be into like wanting to make friends, you know, date, whatever the case may be, and the time is not aligned at this time, all right? And if you try to force this and go against your higher judgment, or, you know, divine guidance, which would be the High Priestess, then you will pay a consequence, Emperor, okay? And Chariot in reverse, something, it's like, it's not giving the consequences, something being taken away from you. It just feels like that stop, okay, until we say go, all right? And you're not going until we say go type energy. Yeah, okay, so we put that up. Anything else with this before I read it? Okay, so with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit upright, and the Ace of Swords being in reverse, you have 8 here, 8 of Wands. you're not aware of the, it's giving like the movement by yourself. The Hermit and the Eight of Wands literally is a reflection of the movement by yourself. Ace of Swords, it's giving you're in denial. With the Five of Pentacles being in reverse, yeah, we will go back to the Four of Pentacles. Which, and we just saw the Four of Pentacles. Let me bring it back out, because it's a different depiction depending on the deck that's being used. But I'm going to show it to you as I explain, and then we're going to move on. Oh, that's the Four of Cups. Four of Swords. Where you at? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So in this Four of Pentacles, right? As you see, he is sitting, and his feet, which would be, you know, the sole of, the sole of his feet, going back to the compost and the soil. Okay, it's starting to connect. But this will be grounded, you know. I'm good. I am. There's something with the energy of the numbers. The numbers are, and I keep mentioning the numbers as well. I'm noticing that also. But with the numbers not reflecting the truth of your existence, okay? And with this energy, Five of Pentacles, you are not without in any shape, form, or fashion. You have what you need, okay? Above you, below you, and within you, literally, okay? Okay, but it's a truth that is very hard for you to accept. And with this, if this were upright, it would be, you know, God has affirmed and you have received. In reverse, it's like the affirmations and the confirmations. And even like truly, this has nothing to do with it coming from other people, just your own fucking life, okay? It fucking works out, okay? Baby, it works out. Now, it may not work out in the way that you want it to, the way that is pleasing to you, going back to us talking about the numbers. However, it does. Okay, now at the same time, with the Ace of Swords, it's also giving me, going back to the High Priestess and Emperor in reverse, you know, not taking accountability for something. Now, last time we were talking about taking accountability to the extreme, but this is not owning up to what the fuck you did, okay? Meaning the decision that you made that got whatever the situation here that is unfavorable and unpleasurable, okay? And with that energy of like it takes two, me and you, the it takes two is you could choose this or you could choose that. And I feel like you have had choices, and the choices that you have made that have not been aligned with your highest self, there's an acceptance of, yeah, I fucked that up. That's not happening. But once you own that, it's going to change your life, truly. Okay? Now, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, Six of Cups upright, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Yes, November, things are going to slow down, okay? Yes, you may be concerned, you may be worried. I have to acknowledge that energy because the Five of Pentacles, even though it's reversed, it is still here on the board. So there is some concern, all right? There's a need to be smarter with your spending for sure, okay? Controlled spending tactics will do you well, okay? That reward will pay off in the end. And it feels like the reward at the end the reward at the end will have your perception viewing the situation as, you know how they say pay yourself first. it's like that the Six of Cups is you giving back to yourself. You know, it's like getting into the energy of compost, conserving, utilizing the resources that you have. And I do, going back to the beginning, I do feel like people are judging you, but fuck them people, respectfully, because at the end of the day, this is your energy, whether feminine or masculine. All right, but these I love how Spirit is representing the energy as feminine energy, because you're in the energy of receiving. It's going back to melodies from heaven, the presence, all of that. Giving back to yourself. But if you want truth and honesty and clarity from others, which would be the Ace of Swords upright, you gotta own that shit with yourself first, okay? Or else the Six of Cups that you want will be people moving in different directions, which is why these two cards are reversed in different directions. Okay? Okay. Small one. I feel like we were in that deck for way too long. No, we'll go here. No. Gemini. Didn't I accidentally say garden? I feel like I did, but the garden fell out in reverse. Yeah. Views of the ego upright, number 4. All right. Clearing the way in reverse, another 4. Gemini. You see, maybe it is 3 other people. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. However, I don't know. Fated meeting. It's a gamble. You are definitely struggling with the energy of pacing, okay? Woo, yeah. The bird's nest. It's, yeah, I love, because you can't rush the growth of a child, right? You can't rush the growth of nourishment. It's day by day, okay? Step by step, day by day. Anything else for Gemini? It's a lot of kings here. Ooh. Anything else? This is funny. The number 4, bird. Stop. No. Take it. No. Okay. Anything else for Gemini? All right, we're good. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, by the way. No 6, but you have the 7. So what did I state? The Chariot in reverse, which was the first major you had in reverse. We'll go back to the Lovers. Gemini, that's you. Duh. Anywho. So you. Now, with winged messengers in the Akashic field, this is the most simplest message on the board, so I'll start here, all right? 1, 2, 21, or 12. 21 is an end, 12 is a shift in perspective. I feel like you're working closely with your ancestors to manifest something. But The divine has a stop sign, okay, that I cannot stop seeing in my mind's eye, all right? Again, a stop means a go is coming, but right now it's a stop. And there's a need to respect that. Somebody had a reading called Respect My Conglomerate. Hold on. Bust a bust. Hold on. What I was about to say? It was Virgo, December 2023. Respect my conglomerate. Whew, just from where I recorded that, honey, I came a long way. Thank you, God. All right. But even though things are at a stop, you're still on track. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, always and forever. Okay, when things don't go in your favor, it doesn't mean shit is falling fucking apart. Okay, sometimes it could just mean stop right now. Okay, it's like a red light. All right. All right. So that's that. Now, with the garden in reverse, the Queen of Forces came out in reverse on top. So to read this as a pair within itself, the reason why the seeds you have planted are having trouble growing and or expanding is because there is a very important element missing. Okay, so for instance, let's just say you are in the energy of healing, okay, in the healing business, we'll say that, okay, I'll just generalize it. You're in the healing business, right? You know, you want to focus on the healing, the wholeness, the love, the joy, the light of things, right? But when do you allow your shadow to express its truth, okay? Or do you always try to, you know, keep it tucked under like that fucking cat that was going in that fucking, wherever it was fucking going, I can't see it, all right? Going back and forth, back and forth. But there's an important element missing. If you are someone that is more so on the darker side of things, you know, you meaning, you know, you see the glass half empty damn near every fucking day with every fucking circumstance. It's always a fucking problem. You know, you're very rarely happy, you know. The seeds that you have planted are missing the fucking light, all right? Duality exists because it is a part of everything, including us. And you literally cannot have one without the other. However, a lot of you try to force the energy of having one without the other, which is contributing to the stop sign that the divine has at this time. This is no longer a game. And this will be, it's like foot on your neck type of energy as the South Node is transiting through Virgo. And the quicker that you honor the pace, because duality is connected to pace, integration, all right? It's like combining seasonings and shit like that, all right? So it can bake and simmer a pace. Some of you could be into making paste, but anywho, that's not the point. There needs to be a mastery of that. Now, again, as I mentioned, whatever you are experiencing, you are not new to this, okay? You are ready for whatever comes your way. But it's like you like to pick and choose when the energies are it's like overpowering you to work together. And you know, the divine, the creator of all will ensure that you align with that as well. I mean, and going back to the energy of you representing the twins, the lovers, that opposite energy, that other half, you know, or having, you know, both halves embedded within you naturally, to deny one of those embedded energies is again a disservice to you. Oh, that makes sense. It may take some time to digest. All right, moving on. So you have the King of Scrolls and the King of Roses in the chess game. I don't know who these two people are. It's two menards, two masculine energies. But with the chess game being on top, who's the queen? That's what I want to know. Who is the queen in the middle of all of this? If you allow me to see. The Fool in reverse, that's Aquarius. Opposite of Aquarius would be Leo. Then we have the Hermit, Virgo. But it's not about, what is it about then? Oh, this is competition. Okay. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it's definitely competition, as in feeling like you have a point to prove, something to prove. People have you fucked up and you need to show them where they have you fucked up. The roses would be connected to the emotions, love, the heart chakra. Scrolls would be connected to communication, knowledge, what to do, what not to do, decision making, mind versus the heart as well. That's a chess game for you. When it comes to duality also, because you have the Nine of Cups in reverse, clarifying it, but it does feel like competition too. Like, I can't deny that, even though the emphasis of the message is different, but there is competition, and whoever is competing, both people will lose, period. Which is why the chess game is sideways. This is really not the time for people to go to war, because there's no coming back from that battle, like truly, even though wars and battle. Yeah, I said what I said. Don't go to war at this time. So this King of Scrolls and King of Roses, it's giving like as in heaven, as on earth. I don't know why we keep, I'm noticing how the correlation with Christmas and heaven on earth and all of that. Maybe just let me know what goes down for you in Capricorn season. But with that being said, there's a war that's actively being fought, and that needs to be left alone, okay? By the people, meaning by the humans. I feel like this message is for more than just you, but meaning more than just Gemini. But there's a need to not get involved, and we're 53 minutes, that number. And that was the listening card. So yeah, that's divine. I don't know. It's really giving whoever tries to get involved will lose. I don't know. I'm going to leave that alone though. Okay. But when it comes to just, what's happening here, what you're dealing with in regards to people, whether you are not initiating it or not, if you peep game, this is a time to make a decision to peep game and move around versus peep game and face off, because I keep looking at this chess piece that has fallen. Okay, it's not, no one's gonna win. Okay, as I've stated several times. Now with views of the ego, clearing the way in reverse, loving elementals in reverse, you have fated meetings sideways in the bird's nest. You have not been listening. But I feel like you're going to meet someone very soon. 7th house energy, okay? Which is the house of Libra. But you're going to meet someone, right? And they're going to be brand new. And when this brand new energy comes and you guys, you start to build, get to know one another, grow, all of that, right? I feel like everything that you were advised of in the past that you didn't listen to is going to be come to you from this person. And that's going to be an ego death within itself. But that's going to take some time to play out, all right? But I do want to, with saying that message and with them having me focus on clearing the way in reverse, just because things are at a stop in November does not mean like perfection is an illusion. So don't feel like you have to walk on eggshells, okay? It's more so when you know better, fucking do better and be a better fucking human, all right? And know that the earth is just as important as the fucking people, okay? Truly, compost compassion, all right? But yeah, you know, with that stop sign, you're not going to have to get it all right before the divine says you have to go again. There are some basic steps that, and I feel like these basic steps are key factors of each fucking chakra. The 7 main chakras that we discussed, even though there's 33, okay, like the 33 vertebrae. But yeah, that needs to be checked and then on to the next, all right? All right, moving on. Well, do you have anything else to say to that first? Okay, we got it. Right. 10 of Cups, peeking out upright. All right, moving on. Revelation. Gemini. November 2025. Now, if it was really bad, I would tell you, okay? It does not feel bad, but the way you process things could be, it's like, really, Gemini? Bro, sis, chill the fuck out. Yes, obstacles in reverse. Chill the fuck out. It's not that serious. But you're fucking erratic and shit. No, 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 no. Interesting. You have resourcefulness in reverse with forgiveness upright. Hold on. Just popping out like fucking firecrackers. I don't like this. This is similar to the tarot with the majors in reverse. Similar, but a bit different. All right. What's the resolution and solution? The universe is your partner. I love that. Anything else? Initiation. All right. Rising above the fray. Eyes of the eagles. Baby, move around. All right. Move around the fucking drama. All right. Do not get involved. I repeat. Do not get involved. Okay. Okay. You have lost in space, needing direction in reverse. So again, let me just finish. The wall, obstacles in reverse, resourcefulness in reverse, forgiveness upright, completion in reverse, preparations come to fruition in reverse. Stop. Luck and right, almost said like, luck and right timing in reverse, diving into a task in reverse. Sorry. The universe is your partner upright, rising above the fray upright. So you're a samurai at heart, but you don't match that energy in life. Not 100%. You're not 10 toes down on it, as you should be. Needing direction in reverse is saying you know what you need to do. You know where you need to go. Heavy energy, you know where you need to go, okay? If it's for you, then you'll know. If not, then just let it flow. But also, you know the right thing to do without having to ask or get confirmation or clarity. I feel like in November, where you are making heart and mind decisions, I honestly feel like both of those are being asked to be not necessarily put to the side, but put to the side. And it's like, what does the soul want? So going back to, you know, you can have the light without the shadow. And if you're diving into one of the energies mainly, then the other needs, it's going to be developed before forward movement can happen. But compassion is a reflection of forgiveness. But compost, or lacking, you know, the ability to, because it talks a lot about soil. Soil is the foundation of earth, okay? And we walk on soil, walk on grass, in order to ground, to connect to Mother Earth. And so with resourceful being in reverse, and me stating that how you treat the earth matters too. Cactuses can thrive in conditions that we may not be able to. And going back to the energy of like you're a samurai at something. I'm seeing Mortal Kombat. I don't know why. But you may want to go like, well, yeah, you want to combat something. But not combating it assists you in eliminating the obstacles. But there's something about the work that needs to be done. And I feel like you are very clear. It has been given to you step by step. And not to say it needs to be exact, so going back to that copying, duplicating type of energy, but you can put your own zest to it, all right? But there needs to be an initiation. With this initiation that kept peeking out, all right, with refusal of the call in reverse, and then confidence in your magic. And you can say the Magician card is you, because it's Mercury. You and Virgo are ruled by Mercury, which could also be why Virgo keeps coming up. And you may want to watch Virgo when I do them, since you're both ruled by the same planet. But with completion, these are cycles that have been on repeat for quite some time. And again, the 9 energy is going to intensify, especially since Sagittarius rules your opposite. Well, Sagittarius is your opposite. It rules the 9th house. So the pressure is going to feel like foot on your neck until the alignment happens as it should. And again, a perfection is an illusion, and there isn't necessarily a right way, but it needs to be done. Okay. And that just means, babe, figure it out. You're smart enough and intelligent enough, confidence in your magic, you have the solution already. Tap into your soul. And it's interesting, I feel like a lot of you desire soul connections, but you got to tap into your soul to have that soul connection. I mentioned something similar earlier, but different. Preparations come to fruition is the stop. We don't need to go in on that. We've been going in on that for the last damn hour. Luck and right timing, though, in reverse. Here, Listen by the Dream Girls. But Beyonce's part. You're going to feel like something's very unfavorable. But again, you are okay. You're going to feel like motherfuckers working against you, okay? Somebody may have your ass in a candle. I don't know. Fucking chanting negative shit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to allow my tongue to speak that. But yeah, but it's not that. And then with the universe is your partner and rising above the fray. It's like giving the energy of God. You can have all this shit. Like truly, you can have all of this shit here on earth. But as long as you and I are good, I'm good. Like that's the energy. It took me an hour to get there. But that is the fucking energy. Like truly, you can take all of this on earth, okay? People, places, and things from me. But as long as you and I are good, I know that I am well. And that's the energy that the divine is trying to get you to embody. But you're struggling to do so. But you're going to get there. Resourcefulness. That was beautifully said. Like, truly, that was beautifully fucking said. I love that. And once you get into that energy, it's like the energy of forgiveness comes effortlessly, okay? It's like, okay, I need to not have that anger in my heart. Drop. Here, drop it like it's hot. But yeah, I love that. I love that. That was beautiful. That was a chef's kiss, all right? But it's like once you truly see it, how I'm explaining it and expressing it for yourself, baby, you are on and popping, no stopping. 18 is the moon. All right, something coming to the light. It's like a aha moment. All right, but you know, coming from the soul and translating into the heart, and then up into the mind, to the sole of your feet type shit, right? And after 18 is 19, the sun. Baby, we happy. Period. All right, last deck. Close this out for Gemini, Spirit. I really need to do my hair. You have thriving upright, courage in reverse. Courage in reverse literally is pace. Giving pace yourself, purification, sunflower sun energy. And then you have stillness, which is that stop energy. Anything else for Gemini? They're really just confirming the message. That is all. But security and what? Security is in reverse. Opportunity, fulfillment, and transformation are here. And then taking risk, but no. So thriving upright, courage in reverse, purification upright, stillness upright, and security in reverse with fulfillment on the bottom. A lot of you don't understand nor see the power in standing alone. Some of you have never been alone in your life. Others of you, like, you've always been around someone, okay? Roommate, something, all right? But for others of you, you really don't see the power and sovereignty and autonomy. But there's a realization coming. I feel like it's coming with the Scorpio New Moon. No. Yeah, the Scorpio New Moon. When is the Scorpio New Moon? It's in the description box. Hold on. It's the 19th, the sun. So yes. Pay attention to the 18th, baby. The 18th, all right. So you become the phoenix. You hear it rising. I love that. Fulfillment, all right. So, from now until Sagittarius season specifically, to just give you like a monthly specific breakdown, I feel like you're in the energy of thriving. But as we shift into Sagittarius season, again, there's a need to pace yourself, because it's like as you are in the energy of stop, which is stillness, you are being purified, okay? And it's, again, I'm just seeing like the chakras light up like a fucking Christmas tree. All right, ooh, that's an idea, chakra Christmas tree. I actually want to do that. I'm going to do it. I feel like I said it before, like in conversation, but yes, right. Okay, and then with security in reverse, you may feel unsafe. You may feel, I don't know, it's just danger is lurking, but all is well. Do not get involved. And honestly, if you feel like things are unstabilizing, just know that there's more happening that you can't see that is stabilizing. And also this process, it's like you need to go through this process to desensitize. I don't know why, but it's aligned perfectly for you. All right. What is this about? Yeah, truth in reverse, solitude upright. You don't see, and I feel like the truth has been given to you, but you haven't been receiving that truth. Success, they're telling me to stop here. But once you do, once you embody it, once you receive it, once you own it, Drake style, Scorpio energy, inner peace, period. But you're not accepting a truth. And now it's like the divine is about to handle that. All right, let's pull from where we started, and then I'm gonna close. All right, well, damn, slid right on out. Fire, spirit, energy, 17, but it breaks down to 8. So there's a major cycle shifting, And ancient oak spirit. Strength is here too. But you see fire spirit energy, but as this card, it looks more so on the darker side of things, right? But green, the forest, earth. I know it's cold, but recharge with the earth. It will be healthy and doable for you to be around bonfires. Make sure candles are lit daily in your home. Yeah, fire, bonfires, candles lit, but fire spirit, honey, some shit is being burned for renewal. Straight like that. So the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th, because we have the 17th here, the 18th here, and then the 19th, that sun energy, which is also the Scorpio new moon. I hear a breath of fresh air. Like that. Yeah, anything else? Can I get one more? You have wolf spirit family. 51, which breaks down to 6, which is you. So yeah, you and 2 other people, or you and 3 other people. For some of you, it could be 2 other people. Others of you, 3 other people. But I feel like people that you think are family are sucking energy from you. They're sucking the fire out of you. Yeah, manifesting dreams, water spirit, and then underneath the dragon power, and then uncertainty. Yeah, but that's about to change. This is the divine. Look into the spirit of the white wolf. I love you. God bless you. Bye. See you next week.